Hello guys, and welcome back to another class of our course about the complete introduction to Photoshop. So in the past few classes we talked about a few tools that can be used in order to remove objects, modify objects, and plenty of other things. And in this class, what I'm suggesting you to do is simply practicing those tools. So pretty simple. What I want to do is really practice the tools that we have learned. So we are going to talk about the healing brush right here. And I'm going to introduce you to the clone stamp tool. What is it exactly? Well, what it does, it's pretty simple. It will simply pass an object from one part to another part of the picture. So you'll see it's pretty cool. So my goal today is pretty simple. What I want to do is simply remove the guy who is sitting right there. So we have a clear, so we will be able to have a clear image of this picture. So you'll see it's pretty simple. We'll modify a little bit the background as well, but it's not a big deal. But my goal right here is really just to remove this guy from here. So let's start. All right, so pretty simple. First thing that we want to do is really zoom in on the part that we want to remove. So we want to remove him, and we don't want to use no other tool besides of those tools right there. So pretty simple. We'll start with this one, so the healing brush tool. So basically we can work with the spot healing brush tool. We can also work with the healing brush tool as well. So as always, we'll click on Alt, and pretty simple, we'll just select the part that we want to work with. So we want to work with the part right here. Whoop. First thing, just retrace the layer. All right, so first of all, we want to work with the part right there. So this is exactly what we'll do. We'll just add this part right here. There we go. All right, we'll do the same thing right here. So basically what you guys can do is pretty much the same thing. You can select the picture that you guys always wanted to modify, and you can modify it. So basically adding some things or removing some things. So once again, first thing that we want to do is really to remove the person from the picture. And then what we'll do is simply work on the background. So we'll start right here. In my opinion, this is this is one of the most complicated places because right here, what we want to do is really to have a background that fits. So that works pretty well. So here we go. Now it's time to correct everything. There we go. All right, we'll use the spot healing brush tool. We'll just reduce the size. So at first you'll see it's gonna be a little bit blurry, but then we'll simply fix everything up. All right, so as you can see, it's blurry at first. Now let's fix it. You can have a bigger size as well. Here we go. Right here. There we go. So as you can see, there is not only one way that you guys can do it. There are plenty of ways. And to make the picture perfect, you'll see it's gonna take us a little bit of time. Right. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Great. All right, next thing that we are going to use is the clone stamp tool. here we go. As you can see, I started with those tools right here. So basically I started with the spot healing tool and well, with the spot healing brush tool and with the healing brush tool. And I finished with the clone stem tool. And as you can see, it's really powerful. So right now what I will do, I will continue with this tool right here. So as you can see here, I made a little mistake. So I'm just gonna correct it. So I'll come back with those tools right here. There we go. So we'll take a little bit of healing brush tool. So what exactly we don't like in this picture is, well, here, of course, we need to fix it. But as you can see right here, it's, well, if we zoom in, as you can see, there is, it's too much, not that it's too much straight, but I personally don't like those things right here. It's not natural. So basically what I want to do is make it a little bit more natural. So what I will do well, I have two choices. First of all, I can use the clone stem tool, or I can work with the healing toothbrush. So in this case, I think that the clone stem tool will be the best option. So this is exactly what we will do. Here we go. And the goal here is really to make it as irregular as possible. As you can see here, it's way more natural. We can zoom out on the picture. Here it's more for the lightning. There we go. So as you can see, it starts slowly making more sense. There we go. All right, great. Now we got it. Here. So right now the problem would be more around the water right there. So this is exactly what we are going to fix. So pretty simple, we'll come back right here, and this is exactly what we will do. So we'll use the clone stamp to do it. And right here, I personally don't like this place right there. Here we go. Now it's more fixed. All right. So right now we just need to fix a little bit right there. So what we can use to fix this place is pretty simple. The healing brush right here. And here we go. As you can see right now, it starts to make more sense. So if we zoom out, as you can see, the picture looks as perfect as it was before. So once again, if we zoom in, of course, it's not gonna be as well, it's not gonna be 100% perfect, especially because of well, some places right here. But once again, our goal right now was simply to remove the person from the picture, and this is exactly what we're able to do. So if we zoom out and we look at the picture, as you can see, it's pretty beautiful, and no one would even know that someone was sitting right here. So basically, the tools that I used were mostly those ones right here. So I used for the purpose of this course, the spot healing brush tool and the healing brush tool. And finally, the clone stamp tool. Once again, this tool is really powerful in the case that you want to work with those types of pictures. So as I explained what exactly this tool does, it's pretty simple. It will basically paint pixels from, it's written right here, so it will paint pixels from another part of the picture. So basically I can correct this part, for example, by simply taking the part right here or the part right here. Right here, it's me who decides if I want to have more, let's say, darkness, or if I want it to be more light. It all depends of the picture, of course. So right here, as you can see, it makes a lot of sense, and the picture stays the picture is pretty beautiful, as we can see. So yes, of course, we can bring a little bit more fixes. So if we can bring fixes to this picture, the fixes will be mostly in this area right here, in my opinion. So basically, this is the area where we have worked, and well, it's a little bit blurry right here. We can make it a little bit more, well, a bit less blurry, and work on some details. But besides of that, if someone sees the picture, no one will even know that someone was sitting right here. So we can take away a lot of parts from the picture. So for example, we want to take away this part, we can take it away with those tools simply. But besides of that, as you can see, those are really powerful tools. So I hope you guys learned something new, and that you can see that those tools are really powerful. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.